What is a perfect girl like? She wakes up super early in the morning, around 5 or 6 a.m. She makes her bed and then continues with her morning routine. Firstly, she exercises, always in the morning. Then she makes a great cup of coffee and a healthy breakfast, followed by a fresh green smoothie. And finally, she dresses up, ready to seize the day, ready to conquer the world. And we call her that girl. Well, I woke up at 7:30 this morning with two alarms, realizing that I'm not her and probably I will never be her. It's interesting how nobody knows her, nobody sees her, but everyone believes that she exists. Strange, huh? That girl is one of the topics which have been trending on TikTok for quite some time. And once you have watched a couple of these type of videos, your For You page will be flooded with this type of content. And that girl has been popular not only on TikTok but on other platforms like Pinterest and YouTube. And now everyone dreams about becoming that girl. The girl who has it all figured out. The girl who has her life completely together. To me, that girl, because it's a girl, it's not a woman trend, because women don't tend to have so much spare time, especially in the very early mornings. So those girls demonstrate some healthy habits, and some may say that they actually demonstrate what a perfect self-care should look like. But to me, this trend pushes young women to pursue perfection, to be like others, following the trend, to copy and paste those girls, the perfect ones who always hustle with the idea of constantly performing in their personal and professional lives. And that is not healthy. That is actually toxic. The idea of being a proactive, super ambitious self is what is being presented here, something I already talked about in some of my videos. Personally, I have no ambition in the traditional sense. And to me, hustle culture can be really dangerous. Honestly, I won't wake up at 5 a.m. even if they pay me to. Seriously, I won't. Would you do it? Not just for one day, but every single day. Of course, the influence of that girl movement has two sides. On a positive note, we see how girls are taking care of their bodies and minds, and they encourage us to read more and be more physically active. And these things aren't bad at the first sight. They make us want to be slimmer, healthier, to cut or dye our hairs, to create a sad playlist, never get why we need one. Can I just cheer up on my happy music? And the trend make us want to set an endless goal list. And setting goals by itself isn't harmful. So, what is so dangerous about these videos? If we look closer, we can see another reason why this trend occurred. It occurred to promote a certain type of a lifestyle, a certain type of a behavior, and a particular look. It's when you realize that there is generally one type of person represented in these videos, a slim, conventionally attractive, usually a wealthy white girl. Typically a female living her best single life in a nice, aesthetic, spacious house or apartment. All these girls practicing that girl mantras, I'm not sure if I can call them like that girl rules, seem to fit into that one profile. They showcase a 24/7 perfect life where every single moment is so aesthetically pleasing, but is this attainable? What if you don't have a juicer and a fancy coffee machine at home? What if you get your coffee at the nearest coffee shop and you take it with whole milk instead of an almond one? What if you get a green smoothie not every day but every other day? And what if your breakfast consists of eggs and cheese instead of a granola bowl? Not that I don't like granola breakfast, but I just cannot have it all the time. Does this make you an undesirable female? At the core of this trend is a desire to reach your goals, but it's also about the idea of bettering yourself because of the belief that the you right now is never good enough. It appears to be more about an overall transformation of an individual. Everything about you has to change in order for you to become successful and happy. Overfixating on any one aspect of our life or appearance points to something troubling, bubbling below the surface. And treating yourself like a project is a symptom of our incredibly toxic culture of self optimization. We are conditioned to believe that we could always be doing better, eat cleaner, exercise more, adapt a more diligent skincare routine, but most importantly, we collectively understand that there is an expectation for us to showcase our attempts to better ourselves to our audiences. Because we all have audiences now, right? We're comparing ourselves more than any other generation in history. We are bombarded with the highlight reels of friends, acquaintances, and strangers on the daily. And now TikTokers are trying to convince us that with a bit of a discipline, you could too become the most together version of yourself. There's nothing wrong in wanting to improve yourself, and sometimes these videos can spark motivation to get out for a walk, to prepare a healthy meal, and practice gratitude. But it's when creating and consuming these trends becomes an obsession that they turn into something toxic. And we must realize that we are good enough here and now, even with all of our flaws. I'm a strong advocate for bettering ourselves the best and the most ways we can, but I also stand behind the idea that we must know our whys. We must know what we can and what we cannot do, and why we are actually doing it. Not everybody could fit a size 6, and not everybody should have straight blonde hair. The charm of the world is that we're all different. We all embody different styles, energies, and traits, and there's nothing wrong in being different. Why everybody's trying to make us dress, look, and feel the same way? Oh, wait, I know why. Because then we would buy the same products and services the dieting industry is promoting. In the end of the day, most social trends are based on pure marketing tricks, which benefit the beauty industry. But let's get real for a moment. Doing stuff that you absolutely don't want to do every day is not self care, it's a torture. I don't run, I do yoga, and I do it at 7 p.m., not a.m. I drink broccoli and spinach smoothies, but I also quite enjoy pizza and a tiramisu. Self care is about balancing about what you want and what you need in the way that makes you feel whole and happy. And according to my personal experience, the growth and self improvement moments are usually not the prettiest ones in life. Does it mean that they're not worth it? Absolutely not. So, if you're following that girl trend, pick the things that suit you and your personality. Don't go creating a sad playlist and force yourself into doing something which doesn't resonate with you. Like waking up at 5 a.m. You got my point. Thank you for watching and spending some time with me today. I really hope that this video make you question yourself and why you're doing what you're doing and why you keep practicing certain habits. And remember that you don't have to become that girl to have a happy life. Stick to the good habits that work for you.